So brilliant. I'm joined today by the incredible Clare Backley, who is, I got to get your title right, Clare. Clare, you are director of the bridal store Bellamore and Bride Be Fit, the brand Bride Be Fit, which is amazing. And Jess, and the incredible Jessa Speed, the founder of Paint Chill Co. And we're going to be coming to both of you because I'm just so excited to have you both on the call today. So I'm going to come to, I think I'm going to come to Clare first, if that's all right, Jessa, and then I'll come to yourself. Clare, tell me about what was happening.
28 years we've been established, but the difference for me was I had a break from retail and moved away because I could see a business needing to change direction, and then the other company directors, family business, actually wanted to stay in their comfort zones. And you know, we've always done this, we've done it this way, so we carry on doing that way because the formula doesn't need to change because it's always worked. I could see and felt very differently. Retail's changed massively, and so have consumers. And I, rather than juggle family, politics and things, I moved away, but then came back. So when I came back to the business, it was like starting a new baby.
So just in summary, for you, it was the fact of you've got a very established business, maybe staff a little bit stuck in their ways, they kind of like just going through the motions, whatever. The business was okay, you know, it's been established for a very long time, it got customers, but you wanted that oomph of energy behind it so everybody could come on board aligned and kind of drive this business forward.
We'd always had such a fantastic reputation within the industry and was always number one for many years, and we'd lost being on that pedestal, and I just wanted us back up there. So
you wanted to be number one again, which is brilliant. So we're going that's excellent. We're going to in a moment come to all the amazing things that have happened, but thank you for sharing where you were before you actually had these breakthroughs. But Jessa, I'm going to come to you now, darling, because you came into the program, and tell us about your business.
Yeah, so I was just at the beginning of my business when I first joined the program. It had been going for maybe about a month and a half, so it was still very new. I'd just been burnt from a previous business relationship, so I was feeling a bit heartbroken and very lonely as well. I felt like I was in it all on my own and just found it quite stressful and didn't know where I wanted to take it, but knew that I wanted to expand it and make it a lot bigger than it was. And I knew it had a lot of potential, but there was like a big gap in between where it was now and how I actually made it a legitimate business as well.
So Jessa, when you came into the program, you were doing one event per month, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. And so what are the big successes you've had since leaving the program? Because you had some immediate hits after the program ended, and tell me about what's been going on since.
Yeah, so I was originally doing one event a month and they were selling out, but I didn't feel like I was in a position to add more events or to expand on that at the time. So I'm now doing up to 15 events a month.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, 2 to 4 a week, and it's still growing, and sometimes it's 2 a day as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's just really taking off in that respect as well.
Yeah, and you've brought on staff, is that right? You've increased staff.
Yeah, I started with 2 staff who worked for me regularly. I've now got 9.
So from 2 to 9 staff, one a month up to 15, nearly 2 a day. My goodness, Jessa, and you're only just scratching the surface, are you? Because are you still just based down in the south? Are you still
just Hampshire at the moment? Yeah,
just Hampshire.
So just Portsmouth based as well.
Good grief! So, I mean, that takes my breath away, because if that's just one little solo area, the potential for your business now to take that business model and roll it is just
yeah. Well, I get requests from all over the UK, and I've even had requests from Ireland and Australia as well.
Amazing. And what do you think was I'm just curious, what do you think was the catalyst for you just expand? You know, what happened when we were working together to actually take you from that kind of like, oh, you know, feeling alone, feeling, you know, all of that to, oh my God, expansion in terms of where your business?
There was a few things. One was I was quite scared to do the things that I didn't consider myself very good at.
Yeah.
So like speaking to people like in this kind of scenario where it's over a live feed,
Yeah.
that was terrifying to me, which it still kind of is, but I'll do it anyway. And communication was a massive one for me. So when we started off in the marketing section, when I had to do the copy, I was absolutely overwhelmed by that, because I'm a little bit dyslexic, and I have always considered writing to be my weakest point. So I would avoid it, or I'd just write, "Come to my event," or something like that. Like something like the standard sales tactic of like 20% off or something like that. And now I can just sit in front of a keyboard and just think about my my customers and who I'd like to reach, and the words just come to me, and I can just type it all out, and I've written a paragraph without even realizing, and able to connect with that audience as well has just really helped me.
Do you know, that's just, well, yeah, I'm just so, I'm overwhelmed and so proud of you, Jessa, because, you know, so, many people, we can use kind of labels to define us, and you've just taken a label and just ripped it up there and then on this call, which is just...
The moment was you said, "Jessa, you know you're not actually that bad at writing," and I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oh, okay then, let's go."
Yeah, and sometimes it takes somebody who really believes in you for you
definitely.
to go, okay, I can actually do this, you know, I can make this possible. So I'm absolutely thrilled for you, and I'm sure we're just going to come back in a moment, because I know that there were other opportunities that opened up to you that you were pursuing. So thank you so much for sharing that's just a gem for so many people watching this, in terms of breaking through self-limiting beliefs that might have them stuck. Claire, my darling, I'm going to come to you now. So, my goodness. So, you had actually, in the program, you actually had incredible breakthroughs, and then wow. So, come on, tell me, just tell me some of them.
It was just really from doing the program, it just made me also sit down and look at my business, because I think you can get up day by day and just sort of carry on, but it made me stand still, to stop and totally reevaluate things, because I think life is busy, and I think we think, well, we've got a business and it's doing this, and we're going to crack on and then hope those customers come through the door. But I actually put the anchor out massively and just took myself back. And from doing the persona work, I've communicated this to you before. I think that was the most poignant part of the program that really worked for me, is the fact that we don't have to target everybody. We have to target our customer, our particular customer who, we go into our buying, we're doing our marketing. Who are we marketing to? And I think that was for me the pinnacle part, where I just thought, right, that was the catalyst for me. And I was like, this is it. Now I know who I'm marketing. And obviously with the help for me with Jessa as well, mine was technology and all of that side, the building the website and everything. I was like, that's not my strength, but it made me do it, and that's good to be pushed, but to have that support. And I think, what Jessa touched on, that loneliness, because I just felt, as much as my family and my staff are amazing, they are simply amazing, I didn't feel I had anyone to relay these ideas to, where I felt it needed to move to. So from having the program and you, Heather, especially, it just gave me that confidence.
You did excel, and you got what 9 was it? I can't remember. You literally
over 90 appointments, and
over 90 appointments, brides booking appointments with you, which packed out your diary, and you've just literally done one.
We converted 60 of those as well,
which is incredible. And then also tell me, because I got an amazing kind of message from you back, I think it was the end of July, beginning of August as well. Tell me you were on
my beach, actually able to actually have some time off, because everything's structured. And I had a message from my staff saying, oh my God, Claire, we basically had the best week that we've had in 20 odd years. So yeah, it was phenomenal. Some sort of 10k week in deposits to 20k week in deposits. So it was where I wanted to be. 20 to 25 was my target, and that was towards the end of this year. So we've already got there, and it's just staying nice at the moment. It's a quieter time of year, but we've just done another Excel, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So I do feel we're sort of snowballing as well, and we're right. For me as well, the challenge was retail and where retail is going, and everyone, you know, the doom and gloom of the economy and retail's dead, and it's at the moment it's definitely paying off, and I'm very, very pleased and thankful that I definitely found you and did the program.
Yeah, thank you, darling. That's amazing. And as I said, you know, complete testament. I mean, best year in 20 odd years. And sorry, the best what was it? Best week or best month?
Week.
Best week in 20 odd years. And it's just like, that's mind blowing. And that just comes, I think that was almost the anniversary, coming up to the anniversary of you coming into the program in terms of like a year. So in a year, that is staggering, the turnaround of your business, not turnaround, but you know, like the up leveling of that business, which is
when everyone in the industry is struggling, you know.
Precisely.
It's you know, a lot of shops and stores that, you know, were around, they are no more. So I think we are probably the longest standing bridal retailers out there, and how we're growing, you know, when everyone seems to be, you know, really struggling, it's definitely having to think outside the box and move along with the different consumers.
So I mean, this is amazing. I hear all the time people say, when I ask them the question, you know, how well do you actually know your customers, and they go, oh, of course I know my customers. I'm just curious, both of you, when you came into the program, did you think you kind of knew your customers, or did you because I'm just curious. You might not have done, but so Jessa, I'm going to come to you. Did you think
I didn't know you at all?
You didn't know at all, but is that
not really? I was trying to broaden it out to too many people.
Right.
Just doing a general blanket of customers.
So you'd fallen into that common trap of going wider instead of deeper. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so you were putting everybody into the same pot and marketing the same message to everybody, which is a big no in marketing. It's just, that's really going to keep you playing small and income levels down. And when you narrowed that focus and really dug deep, wow, that's the results that we're seeing now in your business. Claire?
I think the same. I think thought was the operative word. I thought I knew until I did deep and do the persona work twice. I did it once and light bulb moments, then I was like, okay, and then I redid it about 2 weeks later, and that was the light bulb moment. I actually thought, wow, I actually thought I did know my market and did know my persona customers. But it isn't just the persona of the customer, it's the persona of the store as well, the identity of the business. And, you know, that it was very, very powerful. And I think with that, combined with other, like the creative ideas I've had, that's what's made it and made it sort of take off. And
so to both of you, I mean, what would you say if there's somebody, another Jessa, another Clare out there right now in a similar situation to what you were like 12 months ago?
The important thing was for them to get to know their customers intimately, their inside out, what they like to do, who they are as a person, what their interests are, and everything like that. And of course, come to
us. We dig it.
With you.
Because the interesting thing is, I just wanted to mention, because people say about personas and they go, oh, it's just an avatar exercise. She's just going to do up to a piece of paper. Brilliant. So come on.
And it depends who the target is, and also who your audience is can change as well. So mine was originally girls wanting to have a night out and a bit of fun painting and drinking. And now I'm moving on more into well-being. I'm going to go back into the work and do it again, because my target audience has completely shifted. So I'm now getting requests and might be working with people that are struggling after they've had brain surgery. So I'm running events for them. So there's a huge shift in like who your audience can be. So it's getting the right targeting and the right positioning for those specific areas as well.
How important, Jess, would you think it is getting to know your audience, really knowing the audience at an emotional level? How important do you think that is for a success of a business?
Extremely, extremely. Yeah, I was only surface deep before, but now, I mean, it makes you more passionate about your customers as well, and it makes you want to help them more because you feel like you do know them personally,
Yeah.
and so you're able to offer help to like them on an individual level, and so you build a relationship with them that way as well, which is a lot more fulfilling than just selling them something, getting something done.
Why should they, Claire, why should they do it? Why should they not wait?
Well, why are they here? What is their life purpose? And that's for me, you know, my life purpose is changing as I'm doing this. I've grown, I've done more mindset work, and I'm putting that into my personal training. I've now do Reiki as a part of that. If you'd asked me a year ago if I did Reiki, but it's changed my mindset. It's, you know, I feel now it's made me stop and evaluate life, what my purpose is, what I want to achieve, and I would say that to anybody. It puts a smile on my face. You know, I'm energetic. I'm working incredibly hard, but I'm happy. You know, so when you succeed, it brings happiness. It brings, you know, you feel proud of yourself, and that again with my children, that's now passing on to my children because they can see mummy doing so well, and it's inspiring them to want to be a part of the business, whether they will in time. But at the moment, that's lovely for me to see that another generation is now really interested in our family sort of business. Yeah, so do it. Do it. There's like no, just do it.
Yeah, I think this is what Clare has said as well. Yeah, it does have a dramatic change on your personal life as well as just your business life. So I've had so many friends that have reevaluated their lives as well and have started following their dreams because of what I'm doing. So I've inspired them to fulfill what they actually enjoy doing and enjoy their lives as well. So I think if you're not happy in the now, something has to change, and people just accept that you should be, that's just how life is, and that there's no other way to do it. You're just going through the mundane, and then they see me like having a successful business, still being able to go on holiday and going out with friends all the time and having that confidence. And so now they want that as well. So it's, if you want those things, if you want to be a successful person inside and out, then do it now. Really, like there's what's the point in waiting? There's no point in being happier later. Why not be happy now?
So let's give you a plug, girls. Come on then. So Jessa, first, tell everybody about how they can find you, how they can know more information about you. Take it away, girl.
Yes, so I'm on Facebook and I've got a website as well. So my website is www.paintchill.co, and you can find me on Facebook at paintchillco. And yeah, so if you contact me on either of them, then I'll be happy to get in touch and see what I can do for you and your business, or for your charity, or whatever it is that you'd like me to be involved with.
Excellent. Lovely. Thank you, Jessa. And Claire, come on then. You've got two businesses to plug here.
But they're all under one roof, which is marvellous. So bellamore.co.uk is our website. And I'm finding my Facebook is really taking off, because like you said, we need to communicate with people, we need to bring people together. So I'm finding to bring that personal service, my Facebook page, which is Bellamore, Bexley Heath, and Instagram for those slightly different personas again, but we have to do both. Bellamore UK are all, you know, there if you're getting married or know someone that is, but we've got the Bride Be Fit all attached to that, so you can contact Bride Be Fit if you need to get in size for your wedding and feel fabulous, even more confident. And we're now doing proms and things like that, so it's expanding lovely. There we are. That's how to find us if you are, or you know someone, and they will definitely get a very personal service and something a little bit different to what else is out there.
And Jessa, as you said, you're working with veterans, you're working with charities, businesses, and also
so I'm looking for people to work with that are struggling with stress or anxiety, or need to build up muscle movement, or just have some kind of setback that they feel that a relaxing and just enjoyable activity where it's socially engaging, where they can just release any issues that they have through art.
Lovely. Well, as I said, absolute pleasure to speak with you both today. Thank you so much for doing this interview to inspire so many other women out there to...
I hope it does. I hope it does.
Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.